Yeah, obviously, I just thought of, just a heck of a Big East game. I mean, that's like, like true definition of a Big East Conference game right there. For me, just kind of like, I guess, reflecting on it now, it's like when I got to UConn, we were shit and Nova was on top. It was the best program in the country. And then we rose and, they struggled a little bit. I thought what you saw today is, going to be the beginning of, I think, these UConn Villanova games, some classic games, where both teams are, championship level at the same time. So I think you're going to see, this rivalry and these games being played when both teams are at the top of college basketball, because I know what they look like in year one. With Kevin, the staff, they made us earn the shit out of this one.
Coach, as you're leaving the floor, you embrace with a CERN, Coach. What was said during that conversation?
Yeah, I mean, I think Coach rattled off about 4 or 5 things we suck at, and I just wanted, I just wanted to kind of ask him how he was feeling and thank him for being there, and tell him I love him and I appreciate everything he's been able to do. And then I also quickly then went in the locker room and put in a notes section of my phone all the shit that he said about the things we need to get better at. So I actually bypassed the team, went right in and took those notes down. But every time I get a chance to be around Coach, I learned something, and from the day I got here, and it's just to have him, and just every time we get a chance to see him, he's really he's a treasure. He's a treasure.
Dan, you questioned the lack of a killer instinct with this group this season, but what can you say about the resilience and the resolve that they have?
Yeah, I mean, I think we got a will to win. I just don't. We don't have an ability, to sustain, the level of basketball that we need to play at both ends of the court. To be like we were in 24. And I think that sometimes as a coach, you just, that last great team that you have, you're kind of measuring, this team up against the deficiencies that we have here. That's why I feel like it's more like the 23 team. There's things we're still working through. One of my biggest concerns is the rebounding. The rebounding was another big concern today. I thought some other things like having better ball security. Obviously, Taris had 4 of the 9 turnovers in a 45-minute game, so I thought our guards were really good with the ball. But I thought to see Solo like that today was a great development for us. I think Silas's development, obviously we'll see what's up with Braylon there moving forward, but. It's like we're 19-1. We've won 15 in a row. We're 9-0 in the league. I mean, the season, the season's kind of gone great for us. But my responsibility as a coach is to be concerned about the things that will prevent us from winning the Big East regular season, winning the Big East tournament, and getting to the Final Four, trying to win a national championship. But we're just not playing at that level yet. It's late January. We got to get this shit tied up, within the next weeks or month.
Dan, what happened there on the technical? What led up to that? Did you say the magic word or something?
No magic word. I mean, it was almost, for me and James, it almost became, history almost repeated itself, and I was proud of my impulse control, as well as James gave me, a little bit of a leash there. I just felt like, we weren't getting to the free throw line. We were driving the rim. We were attacking the paint. I thought Alex got clearly fouled on the offensive rebound, and then they called, kind of a touch foul at the other end. I mean, any coach is gonna, I didn't like how the game was being officiated at that point, and that's why I did what I did. But then, you should have saw me and James the rest of the way. I thought we worked great together after that.
No need for Kamani to pinch hit this time.
Well, we weren't losing, and it worked the last time, so I thought about it.
Coach, to your left, you're winning games, maybe not the way that you want to. Is it fair to compare this team to teams in the past and the greatness that they've had?
No, listen, we were awesome in the non-conference in 23, and then we had issues in league. Obviously, anytime you play, as a coach, you're chasing a full 40-minute game where you're excellent on offense, defense, and rebounding. And we're not there yet. For me, so today, the taking care of the ball was better. We were 3 for 14 in the first half, we were 3 for 14 or 4 for 13 at the rim in the first half versus a team that is not a good rim protecting team. So the first half was very frustrating in terms of shot making. I thought, Alex missed 2 open threes. We were just missing shots I thought were makeable. But what we were able to take a step forward, taking care of the basketball today, but the rebounding is an issue. You can't win championships unless you're, Villanova is a smaller team. Duke Brennan is an ass kicker, but like Tyler Perkins, that guy went and got 10 rebounds today. Our wings and our guards need to get on the glass. Our guys on the perimeter got to rebound the ball like Tristan Newton used to rebound the ball, like Steph Castle used to rebound the ball, like Cam Spencer used to rebound the ball, like Andre Jackson used to rebound the ball. We're just not rebounding the ball. And Taras has got to rebound the ball at a higher clip. Taras in the second half, he can't end that game with 4 defensive rebounds. Taras should have had 15 today, 15 rebounds, 16 rebounds. So, we got to get there. We got to get there.
Yeah, 24 points, 5 threes from Solo today.
Joe, where are you?
Back here.
Fucking stuck behind Dom. No.
Did you like sort of the confidence that Solo looked more confident today than he has in the last couple of games? Did you feel that, or sort of feel like he kind of snapped out of something?
Yeah, I just think, for shooters, that's kind of sometimes when you have the weapons that we have, when Bray's in there, you don't get quite the volume. So Solo's volume went up today, which then, I think it just gave him, a lot more kind of freedom. The ball was in his hands a lot more. So, but I just think, for him, this was a really good step forward. The guy is a beautiful shooter.
Killer instinct. How do you sort of straddle the line of wanting the guys to appreciate that while also wanting them to understand days like January and the deficiencies that you need them to?
Yeah, it's like you can't take the joy. That was a joyful locker room. There was a lot of tears. We had the great Sperry family who've been incredible UConn supporters in there with us today. With the passing of Bob Sperry, who was just a great UConn man and supporter and donor, and we had a bunch of the kids from Connecticut Children's Hospital in there, and we visited the hospital on Monday this week, and we've got a relationship with the kids and the families there where, we go see them, they go see us. They're in our locker room, we're in their hospital room. So the locker room was emotional because I thought a lot of the strength of those kids and the battles they fight manifested itself with our team today to just kind of will ourselves to that win. And I'm making a connection between, battling cancer and winning a Big East game, but we play for a lot of people in Connecticut, of which probably the most important people that are connected to us are those kids and families that are at all of our games. But I didn't want to go, listen, I'm going to watch the film. You're going to see the ways you're shooting yourself in the foot. You're going to see the mistakes, dying on screens, not getting a defensive rebound, getting a lead, not being able to extend it. But listen, you're 19-1 and you've won 15 in a row, and we played a heck of a non-conference schedule. I'm not going to take the joy out of being in a great spot.
Jake, I'm on the
Silas had one foul in the first half after you had previously criticized his ability to pick up fouls in the game before. Are you happy with his improvement? Is that something that you worked on in the week that you had off?
Well, he's got to go back into foul therapy because the rehabilitation that he was in, it only worked for a half. And then he needed another, I don't know, fouling cigarette or whatever you would say about it. I mean, he just, and it brings me like the Sean Miller fouling. That's one of the best things I've seen. I've sent that to, I forgot to send it to Silas. I should have sent that to Silas, the Sean Miller after the Kentucky game thing. But you see how much he means. I mean, he changed our defense. He put so much pressure on the front of the rim. He's a ball hawk. You saw the winning play he made to dive on the floor. I mean, like, we can't have him off the court.
With Alex, obviously, you guys have a lot of confidence in him after he has kind of a tough start. Is it kind of a breakthrough for him still, though, to have that kind of be keying the comeback effort and having that 12 points really quickly in the end of the game there?
Yeah, I mean, you just, it's like, AK had 2 great threes in the first half. He had, a couple of rim shots in the first half. But you're talking about somebody with, a different level of maturity, a different level of championship confidence. I mean, think about how many minutes and games he's played, high leverage games. Again, like the most decorated player in the history of UConn basketball out there is not going to go in the tank after a bad first half. And, he obviously carried us and made huge plays. For him, again, numbers are our team. We got a lot of balance, but 9 games or 20 games into the season, 9 games in league, he's been, the player of the year in the league because his team hasn't lost a game and we're ranked number 2 in the country.
Two-parter here, Dan. First, an update on Braylon, and then second, to follow up off the AK question. For him to redeem himself against Villanova after missing the 2 free throws at the end last year down at their place and then hitting the 2 in overtime, what does that say about his redemption and his will?
Yeah, with Braylon, he obviously goes into the concussion protocol, so we'll see what happens there. Obviously, we'll take great care of him like we did with Alec Melander when he dealt with it in practice. And then, AK, I mean, you don't accomplish what he's accomplished in his career and what he's going for, this year and the amount of games, unless you're just incredibly mentally tough and incredibly well prepared and able to make adjustments and put a bad half behind you. And I thought it would have been like we had a chance to get out of there in regulation. We ran that kind of chip flat, and then Alex slipped out, and Silas had a chance to throw it back to him at the top of the key to end regulation, and Silas just kind of didn't see it. We had a chance for AK to hit a 3 at the end of regulation and everyone run out of here. Yeah, I mean, the guy's mental toughness and smarts and fucking guys. I mean, the whole program changed when he got here.
Last 1 or 2, Dave? I'm good. I was going to ask about Braylon.
Yeah,
Cool.
we're good. Thank you. Oh, hey, and guys, too, we're going to, what time is the storm coming tomorrow? Everyone be safe, obviously, with the storm. Right? Everyone be safe with the storm. Anyone know what time, Sam, the storm starts? So 10 in the morning. And we've got a 2-day prep for Providence. So that means we got practice tomorrow at 6 a.m. All right? We got practice. And if is that legal? If it's not legal, then with the NCAA, then somebody's got to. Does anybody know any judges or anything?